Hi Reception. Hope you're all doing very well. And today I'm going to be reading you a story. This is a story I would have read to you if the schools were open and you were all here. But you remember our conversation about becoming a problem solver? Well, your teachers are doing exactly the same. So through this video, I'm imagining that you're all here around me and listening to the story. Hope you really enjoy. What I'd like to tell you about this story before starting it is that the author of this story is Mark Kelly. Well, he's actually an astronaut, and this story is based on partial true event. When he traveled to space for the first time in 2001, along with him and other astronauts, there was somebody else on that flight. There were 18 mice that were sent to space on that flight, and so this story is actually inspired from that event. So that's the reason why I love this story. And let's get started. Okay. The space shuttle is set for a launch, and the astronauts are doing the last-minute training to prepare for the mission. You can see what the astronauts are doing. They're all checking if everything is okay. NASA is sending along some special guests for this flight, and they are training too. So not just the astronauts go for training, but even these little animals, they have their own gym. So you can see them doing their own exercises on it. One mouse is smaller than the rest. His name is Meteor. The other mice know he won't be chosen for this important mission, but someone has his eye on the Meteor, and he's impressed with the little mouse hard work. Can you see? Can you figure out who's Meteor in this one? This one, he's working so hard. He's training in the gym. Look at him coming out from this pipe. The shuttle commander announces that 6 mice will be selected for the flight. He picks 5 of the biggest, strongest mice. But for the 6th spot, to everyone's surprise, he chooses, no guesses, it's Meteor! Look at the surprised faces. Even Meteor is surprised. Me? Wow. All 6 are taken to the new home, a special cage called the Mouse Hotel. The other mice are nervous as the countdown begins. Look at them, feeling so nervous and anxious, but not Meteor. Then the countdown begins. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lift off! Whoosh! There goes the rocket. At first, the mice are pressed flat against the cages by the power of the launch, but then the pressure goes away. The other mice cling to the cage in terror. Oh, what's happening? We've never experienced something like this. But not Meteor. He loves the feeling of weightlessness. The commander notices that. Hey, little guy, the commander says, you are a natural, a real live Mousetronaut. Woohoo! Meteor is taken from his cage and gets a tour of the shuttle. He can even see the Earth way off in the distance. You can see what a shuttle looks from the inside. There are so many switches and buttons and so many kinds of pipes and wires. How fascinating. The astronauts are all very busy during the 14-day flight. There are spacewalks to take and experiments to conduct. But what can Meteor do to help? Then, while answering an email, one of the astronauts notices the key to the control panel stuck between the monitors. When he tries to get it out, it accidentally gets wedged further down. "This isn't good," says the commander. "We need that key back." One astronaut tries to move the monitor. It doesn't budge. Another slips her fingers into the cracks, but the key is stuck down too deep. One even tries pushing it out with a long piece of metal, but with no luck. No one can reach it. The astronauts are getting worried, but as they discuss the problem, a tiny figure has an idea. "Being the smallest isn't a bad thing," Meteor says to himself. "Maybe I can be useful on this flight." There he is, listening to all the conversation and thinking to himself, how can I help them? Meteor squeezes his way into the crack. The space is dark and cramped, but Meteor spots the key and tugs at it with all his might. Pull, 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 and yoo-hoo! "Hey, look at what our tiny friend has done," the commander says. "He saved the mission. Woohoo!" When the shuttle returns to Earth, Meteor is declared a hero. He's even given a brand new uniform and an official title, Mousetronaut. All the astronauts cheer and applaud, but Meteor is already thinking about his next big... Did you enjoy this story? Don't forget to share with me your favorite part of the story.